Yo, what is going on, fellas? Let's go ahead and dive right on into it. We are in the New England offensive playbook. We are still working on getting some gameplays and figuring out exactly how we want to run this U-Trip scheme. And there's another gameplay, right? So we've hopped into it. I did not play the game yesterday. I decided to take a day off of YouTube and went ahead and decided to play a little bit today, get out a video for you guys. And right away, we match up with somebody that is kind of playing just weird. Right off the bat, you see, I mean, he's coming out. He's trying to beat cover two, but at that point, you have one route. And it's gun doubles, so you don't have a ton of routes that can actually beat us. So we were able to get a lurk right back. Now, he sacks me right off the bat. You see, he's doing the nickel 3-3, or 3-3 cub, whatever it's called this year, 3-3-5 wide. Basically, he's mugging the gap, trying to get one of those two or both of those outside linebackers to come in. Generally, we can pick that up by just blocking a tight end. However, in U-Trips, your tight end is a big part of your offensive scheme, so you have to actually set up some pass protection there, right? So you see, we go ahead and pick it up on that second down. Go ahead, pick it up, and throw a nice little dot. Here we are. I tried to quick hike him. I blocked the tight end at a trips tight end. Didn't have anybody open. I was looking at Edelman to cook on that corner route. It did not cook at all. And, yeah, we were just absolutely, popped at that point. So here we're going to go with a motion slant. Now, I hiked this a little bit late because I was expecting that left of screen outside linebacker to blitz. He did not. So he ends up actually bagging me. He's playing good defense. Now, here we are on a 3rd and 15. Pretty much at this point, I've got one route that I'm looking to hit. This is going to be this motioned over streak. For whatever reason, this works extremely good against pretty much everything but man coverage. So any sort of zone, I know I'm going to be able to complete that, and we go ahead and get into the end zone. We take the 7-0 lead, right? So he comes out. First drive came out in tight, and then he went to doubles for whatever reason. Now he's going to come out, try to use quad father. We go ahead and stop that. Now, here he actually catches me off guard. He came out in bunch tight end, and then he ran the ball. I was expecting a pass. Silly me. But he goes ahead. Now, here, we're still set up in our pass defense. We're not overly focused about the run. And he comes out and hits me with a nice little dot, right? He had a streak post corner, I believe a drag route underneath. So, overall, he had a nice little dot right there. But then, right after that, he goes and switches straight back into, this was like a wide trips. I have no idea what my opponent was doing. Like, just 100% no idea what he was doing. He was just mixing stuff up. I wasn't really able to showcase too much of this defense because he was all over the place. But it worked for him, right? I mean, he goes ahead, ends up calling 4 verts there, catches us in the cover 2, goes ahead, scores. And this is the part where he just annoys me, right? I hate people that go for 2 just unnecessarily. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why it bothers me as much as it does. But, like, he goes ahead, goes for 2. You've already gotten stopped. So there's no point in doing that. Here, he ends up playing good defense. We go ahead, bolt out of there with, Tom Brady because he's got wheels in Madden because, why not? So 2nd and 3, we audible over to trips tight end right here. I believe I'm going to run the ball. So I'm just going to run the ball, run the quick base. This is one of the better runs in the entire game. I actually had some pretty bad stick right there. Ended up running into a hit stick. And, here he goes to DB fire. That's when the 3-3 wasn't working. Then the nickel normal wasn't working. Then he goes to, DB fire. It's pretty much what everybody runs at this point. I go ahead. I was trying to hit him with a nice little cover 2 beater up the middle. And I ended up getting hit right as I was throwing the ball. So 2nd and 10. We're going to go ahead and motion over. He's got no flat zone over there on the right. That's part of what makes this formation so good is the fact that you really have to respect the flats to both sides of the field. You saw he had to respect the flat there. Here, he goes and leaves the flat zone, but he's got his flat set to, I don't know, Narnia. So we're able to throw the quick flat pass, pick up a couple yards. Here, I go ahead and try to highball this, and that was just a bad read right there. I ended up missing the throw. I don't necessarily think I was late. I just highballed it and went out of bounds. So here he's back in nickel normal. Don't really know what he's doing. I think he's running match or something at this point. But we just dump it down to the running back. And as you see, like we're just gonna, constantly dink and dunk down the field until our opponent, forces us out of it, really. And then here, I actually make a mistake. And pay attention to Delaney Walker, right? He gets absolutely smashed by the defensive end. He has a step, or so I thought, on Ted Hendricks, but I get a bad pass lead, and Ted Hendricks is able to undercut it, and ultimately he gets a stop. That was the first bad read I feel like I've made out of U-Trips. So, of course, he gets a stop. He's at a 1-point lead because he went for 2 for no reason. So he comes out, tries to run the ball, passing, not really his forte. We get a crazy lurk by Peppers right here, and that's why you just use tall defenders. There was no reason for me to be able to pick that pass off right there, but was able to get it. Now he's in 3-3. I think at this point he's just in cover 3 and he just starts manning people up. It's like U-Trips does this to people, and I don't really know how to explain it other than like people have no reps against this at all. Like just you have no reps against good U-Trips for players, so they just start running random defenses. And I really think that that's what makes U-Trip so good is the fact that it's spread out nice and easy to where your reads are real crisp. Even without like a ton of reps, you got really good reads. And then you're always in position to where the tight end is a major weapon for you. The solo receiver, in this case, Roddy White, is a major weapon. Running back out of the backfield is a good weapon. That was, I don't know if that was a bad read on my part. I'm going to say that was a bad read. But I knew he was in cover 3, and that cornerback just broke on that ball crazy quick. I don't know if he put him into a flat zone, like a 30-yard flat, or what the case was right there. But that was one of the few bad reads I feel like I've made with this offense. There, we throw the flats. I mean, like I was just saying, like the flats are so easy to hit in this offense that your opponent just has to really sell the flats. Here, I don't know what defense he's in, but we throw a nice little laser for the touchdown. Easy little post route dot. Here, he comes out, and I just beat my 2-man under with a streak. No idea what's going on. Valdez Scantling lit up like a Christmas tree right now. Here, Gronk throws nice little out route, and he ags it. It's like my opponent, for as goofy of an offensive scheme as he was calling, he knew what he was doing, if that makes sense. But he had, like, just really bad tendencies. So, like, here he goes back to doubles. Well, he's only got one play in doubles, and it's 4 verts. It's either 4 verts or he runs the smash fade. So, like, I only have to worry about the seam. Here, we're going to go ahead. He's going to throw right at me. Anytime you got a guy lit up like that, just go guard him. I mean, especially in tight when you know he's on a corner out. Like, that's just go guard him. That was another easy stop. We got 27 seconds left. We're going to go ahead, fry him on the corner out right here, swerve inside, get a nice little gain. Picked up, 24, 25 right there. We're on the 22-yard line, 21 seconds. I'm going to be honest. I'm looking to score a touchdown here. I'm not looking for any field goals, none of that. At this point, him going for 2 annoyed me. I really feel almost unstoppable in this offense as long as I make the right read. So, I'm just going to step up in the pocket. He's rushing 2 people now because he's trying to take away all these routes, and he has no shot. We scored a touchdown easy. He goes ahead, and I get the ball back at halftime. He chucked a couple passes into coverage before half. There was no point in showing those. Obviously, he didn't catch any of them. Therefore, the score is still 21-8. And we're just going to drive down the field again. I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm keeping this a little long just so I can show you guys some of the route combos that I'm using. Hopefully you guys can pick up a couple of these if you want to run this scheme. Very easy offense to run. It's not hard by any means. The only thing you got to get used to is you got to get used to flipping your formation. Here you see we catch him on the defensive tackle. We go ahead and pick up nice little gain right there. And 1st and 10. I really feel like I can throw these passes pretty much blindly at this point. Speaking of blindly, I pretty much threw this one blindly, and it almost gets picked. Like I said, this was not the smoothest game that I've played by any means. I don't know if it was the fact that my opponent was just such a goofball in terms of how he was playing. But as you guys see, this dude's on his defensive tackle. He's lurking on just random people. I don't even really know how to explain it. Basically, the only thing I can say you guys can take from this gameplay is really more so about the actual route combos that I'm using. The defense he ran, like, it started off good, right? He started off in 3-3, audible down to 3-3 Cub, and then he went to nickel and he started to do that. Then he went to dollar, and then once he got out of dollar, I don't know what he's running. He ran dime. I don't know, but hopefully you guys learned a little bit. Check out the route combos, watch it back, see what you think. Let me know if you want to see more stuff from this game plan, and I will catch you guys in the next video.